Good evening. Just days after the federal government made the unprecedented move to invoke the Emergencies Act, it appears some protesters in BC are unfazed.
Another convoy is heading to Metro Vancouver, apparently with intentions to protest near the Pacific Highway border crossing, which was cleared by police just 2 days ago.
CTV's Travis Prasad has our top story.
The Pacific Highway border crossing is back to normal service after police cleared protester blockades on Monday night. But now,
we do have a contingency to take down to the lower mainland.
It appears another convoy of protesters is on the way, driving from the north and the interior, apparently to the same Surrey border crossing. One political science expert believes so-called freedom convoys will have fewer participants now that the Emergencies Act is in place. However,
those who are really committed to this project will, I would not be surprised if they show up.
Under the Emergencies Act, police have the option to restrict protesters from certain areas, including border crossings. They can also order tow truck drivers to haul vehicles away.
The Emergency Act invocation, as much as anything, puts everyone, including police forces and would-be protesters, are that there's a real limit how far individuals can go in engaging in acts of civil disobedience, which is what these kinds of protests ultimately are.
Surrey RCMP says they are monitoring the border and have contingency plans in place should a convoy show up. Meanwhile, 20 days into the Ottawa occupation, notices are being handed to protesters, saying leave now or face criminal charges. But some won't move until all mandates are lifted.
Whatever charges they want to throw at me for helping people, I'll gladly take. It's not going to deter me. I'm not worried at all.
At a press conference, convoy organizers denounced the Emergencies Act and request reinforcements.
The more Canadians that come to Ottawa will make it harder for the government to get the police to follow their illegal order.
At the core of the movement is anger, animosity, and in far too many cases, violence. We're seeing it play at our borders, in front of our legislatures, our national symbols, and in our communities and in our neighborhoods.
Despite some restrictions being lifted in BC this week, not everyone is satisfied as they threaten to block people's access to a border crossing for a second time. Travis Prasad, CTV News, Vancouver.